What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video party. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because of this video. We're going to be taking a look at a movie that I have been very excited for, and I'm hoping that this will be the one to break the dreaded video game movie curse, and that would be Mortal Kombat! If you came up to me and asked me, Adam, we want you to pick 2 video games that you want to see a live action adaptation, whether it's a TV show or a movie, my answer would be Halo and Mortal Kombat. Well, it looks like I got my wish because apparently Paramount Plus is making a live action Halo series, while HBO Max had recently released Mortal Kombat on its streaming service. But anyway, Mortal Kombat is a fighting game that has stood the test of time, as it now has 11 games in its franchise, several web series, and now 3 live action movies. Now I know some people think that the original Mortal Kombat movie is one of the best video game movies of all time because of its cheesiness, but I gotta tell you, I can't watch no more than 2 minutes of that movie. Oh my god, that movie is so cringy. I mean, if I had to watch that movie from beginning to end, I'd probably need 3 glasses of wine first. But anyway, let's focus on the new movie. So the movie was released back in April, and it focuses on a brand new character called Cole Young, who's pretty much an MMA fighter, but somehow has some connection to the video game's most popular character, Scorpion. Because at the beginning of the film, we start things off with Bihan, aka Sub-Zero, wiping out Hanzo Asashi's family and clan. And when you watch that opening scene, you soon realize, holy crap, we're watching a Mortal Kombat movie. Seeing Hanzo Asashi, aka Scorpion, just slaughter the Lin Kuei in some of the most brutal ways that I've seen in a movie, it just reminds you that the studio made the right choice in making this an R-rated movie. Anyway, the movie jumps forward in time as we find Sub-Zero working for Shang Tsung and taking out any fighter that can participate in the upcoming Mortal Kombat tournament. Some of his targets include Cole, Jax, and even Kano, who's sort of an anti-hero of the story. And the reason why Sub-Zero is after these people is because they have this magical dragon tattoo on their skin that signifies that they have been chosen for the Mortal Kombat tournament. Now at first, I found that aspect of the movie kind of weird, seeing how the only way for these characters to unlock some of the powers they have from the video games is by having this magic dragon symbol appear on their skin. But at the same time, it also made sense, as it sort of made it possible for characters like Kano to shoot a laser out of his eye, Liu Kang to shoot fire out of his fist, and Sub-Zero to freeze people with his hands. This is all done when you watch these characters train in order to channel their inner aura to unlock a certain ability that is specifically for them. Anyway, while Raiden is preparing his warriors for Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung is trying to take out the competition before the tournament even starts. And one of the things I thought was a very interesting choice is how the story decides to take a very odd bunch of characters and have them play as the bad guys. Representing Outworld, we have Sub-Zero, the Iceman himself, Melina, every dentist's worst nightmare, Cabal, the speedy burn victim, Prince Goro, a giant four-armed mutant freak, Natara, a flying vampire Batwoman, and General Raiko, a generic soldier from the video games that nobody remembers. Okay, I know most of these characters because I played some of the recent video games, but you could have thrown in any random character and told me it was Raiko, and I would have believed it. What I also found very interesting is how we're throwing in some of the best villains from the video games into this first movie, and because it's Mortal Kombat, not everyone makes it out alive. And that's one of the things that also bothered me, is that most of this movie takes place before the tournament. And when you hear the title Mortal Kombat, you're expecting to see a tournament where people are fighting to the death. With that being said, after this movie came out, the director did say that he has plans for a trilogy if HBO Max wants to move forward, where each movie in this trilogy is going to be set pre-tournament, tournament, and then post-tournament. So hearing about that makes sense, and it sort of calms my nerves a little bit, because throughout the entire movie, I was actually wondering, like, wait, when are we actually going to get to the Mortal Kombat tournament? However, while I enjoyed watching the fights and the fatalities, the story is pretty bland. You can tell this was made by a first-time director. But because it's Mortal Kombat, we're mostly interested in the fights, and that's where this movie delivers, as we get to see some iconic moves from the video games make their way into the fights. And while I loved watching Sub-Zero just cool things down, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get that much Scorpion Sub-Zero action, given that those two are pretty much the video game's mascots. Hopefully, if the studio decides to move forward with a sequel, we'll get to see more iconic characters enter the tournament and also get a rematch between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But anyway, after watching the movie, I have some mixed feelings about it. While there were some parts of the movie that I really enjoyed, there were other parts where I was left disappointed. However, I will say that this film is 100 times better than the original movie. I mean, the bar was set really low, so anything from this movie would be an improvement from that really awful, cringy first film. Don't even get me started on Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because that movie is just a heaping pile of burning trash. So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan or you're a fan of Kung Fu movies, you may want to give this movie a shot. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. That was my overall view for Mortal Kombat. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can get the latest updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.